welcome back to the channel. So today is, well, technically it's Thursday, but we're covering what happened on Wednesday, September 11th, 9/11. Uh, Want to remember what happened today? That's important, or yesterday. Uh, but looking at these stocks, this is an interesting stock. CNEY. It did go up 396% in one day, but it is down 37% in after hours. And the volume was massive, 341 million, which is not unusual for Hollow, actually. Hollow had hundreds of millions in one day as well, not too long ago. So, my question is, why is it going up so much, this stock, from uh, not 0 cents, but from 29 cents? Sound familiar? 29 cents all the way up to 139. If you look at the last month, it has flatlined, but it did come from a dollar 20 something all the way down to 29 cents. So as far back as April of this year, and if we go even further back, in last year it was over $3. You look at the 5-year chart, it's just been a steady decline from $347 all the way. It looks like probably as a result of some stock splits, most likely reverse splits. But what do they even do? Energy, I think, is, so they're a Chinese company and they have to do with energy. But this is a pump and dump, just like Hollow is. And I did a little investigation over on StockTwits, and this post is probably the best one in regards to CNEY. My guess is that they pumped this to keep the minimum $1 million market value. I think 1 million market cap. They only need to keep it above 40 cents for 10 days in order to gain compliance. Only question is, will they pump it a bit more tomorrow to keep it above $1 for 10 days and gain that compliance as well? We shall see. So, yeah, that's an important factor. 10 days above $1. So if we look at microcloud hologram, aka Hollow, it's going to be the same story pretty much every day until the voting conference, or the meeting, I should say, on the 27th, which technically will be the Thursday 26th for most of us on the west side, the west side of the globe. Yeah, September the 26th. That would be, I think, 9 p.m., something like that. Thursday, September 26th. So remember that date. And so this is where CNEY was, actually, in this exact range. And then it exploded. However, and this sounds a little counterintuitive, but I'd rather be with Hollow than CNEY, because why? No pun intended. Why would I rather be with Hollow? Because CNEY doesn't pump and dump like this every 6 months. Just doesn't. It had a steady decline from like $300 all the way down to 29 cents, and then pumped 300% to just over $1. Hollow started at $10. That was the IPO, and then it was shorted down to 21 cents. And then it went up to what's that? I want to say $1.12, and then was shorted again. Rinse and repeat. Keeps going down, and then goes up, spikes for like a week or two, maybe even 10 days, but just to be safe, 2 weeks, and then get shorted again. So pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, and then we're expecting another one, most likely in October. Not saying this is the best company in the world. CNEY is not the best company in the world either, but I feel like the people who are overseeing Holo, they seem to have grasped how do we do pump and dumps, and they've pretty much figured out almost like a formula. It's getting kind of, to them it's just a routine. They know what they're doing. So it seems they've done it 3 times already. So heck, why not go for the fourth one? And then after the fourth, if that happens, will they go for a fifth? Most likely they will, but I don't want to hedge my bets on that. The fifth, sixth, and seventh. For me, it's too dangerous. Maybe I'll put a little bit of money into there, uh, as much money as I'm okay losing, and I'll probably buy at the low end, learning from just the recent activity. Again, it was up at 60 cents. I will learn my lesson and just buy at the lowest possible price, probably 10 cents to 20 cents. And you just kind of gauge what would be support, because it looks like that was support, 29 cents, 30 cents. And that's where we are right now, which is good because when you do a reverse stock split from 1 to 20, or 20 for 1, I should say, as long as you're above 20 cents, it's going to be worth at least $2. But because it's 20, it's going to be $4. So because it's 20 for 1, there is an exponential potential for it to, the potential for it to squeeze is even greater because of the 20 for 1. It makes the stock more rare. It makes it more, like Bitcoin, there's only so many Bitcoins, so it makes it more in demand. Basically, it increases the demand because there's less stock available. Okay, so I think that's it for Holo in terms of looking at the charts. And so, yeah, does Holo have to stay above $1 for 10 days? I think so, and we'll probably see that happen once the reverse split takes effect, the rev split, looking like the end of this month, something like September the 30th, Monday, as late as, I'm going to say October 18th, Friday, because I'm going to extend that by another week just in case. So it's going to be within those 3 weeks. And it probably will stay above $10 or $1 for 10 days just to be compliant and remain on the NASDAQ. So one post that I looked at yesterday, but I didn't really read it. I just clicked it and then went straight to the comments, was this one. And the question here was, anybody else getting this message when you submit a buy order? So this is their image or screenshot. It says submitting order for 700 shares of Holo, limit buy at 29 cents. Good price, great price. And this is the message they received. This security has limited liquidity. If you choose to trade the security, there's a heightened risk that you may not be able to close your position at the time you wish, at a price you wish, and or without incurring a loss. Confirm that you understand the risks of trading liquid or illiquid securities. So my response to this is, why he's getting this message is because Holo is currently under $1. And because of that fact, that it is under $1, it is not compliant. So it can't stay under $1 indefinitely. That's my answer to that. And I actually posted it. Posted that much here because it is under $1. So I think that's why. I could be wrong. And then we have one post to look at regarding the Holo vote On the 26th, remember, not the 27th, it's 27 in Beijing because they're a day ahead of us. They're on the other side of the planet, so most of us anyway. NFA, I don't know what that means or what that stands for. I asked Chat, GPT, is that GPT, to explain current vote proposal. Here is its answer. These two proposals deal with restructuring the company's share capital, a common move in corporate finance to adjust the share price and attract more investors. Let me break down each proposal for you. So what is happening with the reverse split? They're consolidating their shares. For every 20 existing shares, they'll be combined into one new share. This reduces the total number of shares, but increases the nominal value per share proportionally. Example, if you own 200 shares, blah, blah, blah. Why do this? They're typically done to increase the per share price. If the price is very low, it may consolidate shares to boost the price to attract more institutional investors. That's pretty common sense. Before the company can issue up to 500 million shares with a nominal value of 0.0001 each. After, it will be able to issue 25 million shares with a nominal value of 0.02 cents each, still totaling 500,000. So you can see how the demand will go up. Proposal 2, increasing the authorized share capital. What is happening? So they're going to increase the number of shares basically from 25 million to 500 million. So they're going to increase the share capital from 500,000 to $10 million. Why do this? Increasing the authorized share capital gives the company the ability to issue more shares in the future. So it doesn't mean they're going to just flood the market with 500 million shares instantly on day one. It means that they can ration it and just, as they said in this point, issue more shares. So they can issue them, let's just say 10 million shares here, another 50 million here, another 100 million, just until they reach this limit. This could be for raising capital, acquisitions, employee stock options, or other strategic purposes, such as doing another pump and dump, the fourth one, or fifth one, I should say. The increase in authorized shares does not immediately dilute existing shareholders because they are just shares that can be issued in the future, potentially. However, if and when the company issues new shares, it could dilute current shareholders' percentage. It will. It's not could. It will. Unless they buy additional shares. So the only way you can counteract that is if you buy enough shares to maintain a certain percentage of your ownership, the value. So summary, blah, blah, blah. I think it's pretty straightforward. Let me know if you need clarification. It's a no to both. What? Why would you? Why would you not? Okay, this person does not understand the reverse split. I mean, you know what? It is a fair ask for them to come out and release some updates, but let's be frank. Frankly, I don't think their business is even real. Maybe it's real. Who knows? But it is a pump and dump. That is a fact. They could have time travel machines. They could have cloaking devices. I don't know. I don't know any better. I just know that it's a pump and dump, and they've done it 3 times in the past, and it's been successful 3 times. They're going for the 4th. We're not in this stock for anything they actually do. Sad to say. And this is a big mistake on my part. I really shouldn't have jumped into this, but I'm in it now. I have to make the best of the situation. Okay, do you believe in a feature spike? There will be. My guess is as good as any. These spikes are systematic. They raise a ton of cash, then they dilute the shares, take the price to the ground. It's a rinse and repeat. Yeah. I think the question is how long they can keep doing that exactly. Will this be the last one? Will they even be able to do another one? Uh we will see, man. It's a wild ride. If it's not proposal 1, I'm taking my ball and going home. Yeah, it's helpful for people who don't really understand what's going on. So I'm going to do one more thing before I close the video. I might actually just do a separate video. So I think this video has been running for more than 10 minutes. I'll do another video uh, because I think it's so important to do that. So I'm going to do the next video. It's going to be a surprise. Uh, yeah, so just stay tuned for that. Okay, so until next time, may God bless you and God bless your investments.